Hey everybody. This one's kind of weird because I have to like lean back and forth. I'm way off mic for most of this. That's fine. It's just gonna be me hopping around. How's everybody doing? How y'all doing? Here, let's juice the light a little bit. I'm not looking pale enough. We need more lights on me. All right, let's get it going. Let's get it going. I'm in a weird part of the game right now. There's a bunch of fake. There's like a bunch of mini boss fights essentially, which means that I'll just be doing a lot of exercises, which is kind of the point. I have to get, there's like some kind of side quest thing. I have to get some part, and it like randomly drops off one of these statues. You guys will see. We'll see soon enough. Let's see. Oh, there you are. It's been a fruitful morning. I put Christmas lights on the house yesterday, and then today I fixed the Christmas lights on the house. Do you do 5 squats or every sub? That's not a bad idea, actually. 5 is a bit, well, just squats, huh? I don't know if that's actually, is that allowed on Twitch? I don't think you're allowed to do a physical activity in exchange for subs, because it might be linked to like certain streamers like doing stretches or dances for subs. But also, I think it might be linked to like people who would drink for subs, and that's dangerous. So, I would, but I think that arrangement is actually not okay in Twitch culture. Also, just to some degree, some of that stuff can be fun, but I feel like sometimes a streamer's got to dictate the terms of what they will and won't do in regards to their dignity for money. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to put on tiny shorts and do squats. If it's any consolation, I had these shorts before I streamed on Twitch. These are not a Twitch acquisition. It is actually annoying. I have to tell it to not, and then all it does is hold off for a while.
Keep your posture straight. 3, 2, 1, go! Alternate bringing your knees up to touch the ring con. Breathe out as you raise your knees. Last time. All right. Good.
Yeah, just like
Next
we didn't watch Lawnmower Man 2.
Stretch.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Bring the insides of your ankles.
I still
up toward
insist.
The ring con.
If you
Be mindful of your body and stretch within the range.
as long as you don't make a habit out of it, you can get away with some shit
Last
on
time.
Twitch still.
Yes, looking great.
Man, these guys are writing.
Next,
This is not the intention, I
back
swear. It's
straighten.
just that one exercise.
Take a big step forward and drop your hips. Focus on your form when raising your arms. This stretch works your core as well. Let's do one more of each.
That stretch
All
is
right.
really interesting.
Good. Finally, spread your feet. Raise the ring con above your head and lean to the side.
That was a weird one.
As you get comfortable doing the stretch, make sure you're still making large movements. This stretch works your back.
Just felt my neck pop. Ugh.
Let's do one more of each. Great job.
God, what better reminder that you are a skeleton driving a meat wagon. Oh! I almost got a sweet title. I'm gonna turn on this got a little fan here. Funkadelic Chronic. Yeah, I got big ass legs, huh? The secret is to be overweight your entire life and run a lot. Run and walk. Just walking, really. I think will give you the bread loaves. Okay. Oh yeah, I got a treasure. Is that what I needed? Oh, here we go. Yeah. Look at that. Bashing out a side quest. Some people would kill for thickness like that. Yeah, it's interesting, because I've reflected on it, like, it's nice. It's just weird. It's weird how the human brain works, right? I wanted to be skinny or lose body fat. I didn't do that, but I did get giant legs because I overate the whole time. So I was essentially bulking and then juicing my legs by running all the time. And hopefully if I lose body fat, they'll be even more ridiculous. But the people who want giant legs aren't able to get them, even though I incidentally got them by, like, doing the wrong thing to get what I wanted. I don't know. What I've learned is that people rarely value what they have, and everyone is always striving for something, like physically about their body, that they would like to change, I think. There's not a person on this planet. Maybe there are a couple. But yeah, maybe there's some people on this planet that are, like, perfectly satisfied with what they're given. But, like, everybody has ups and downs, I feel like. And everybody, like, it's tough for people to see their own ups, and all they see is their own downs, and then they see other people's ups, and they're like, why can't I have those? But those people are doing the same thing. It's almost like it's like a bear more scared of you kind of thing. It's crazy. Oh yeah. Just have to accept that perfect strangers will casually comment on their body. Stairs, I'm a little inoculated against that because I've always had a lumpy body, and I was part of a comedy troupe that sort of peddled an acerbic comedy. So certainly the audience thought it was within their domain to say things about my body and how I looked constantly. It's been a thing. It's been a thing my whole life. But yeah, going through that wasn't pleasant. But it's, you know, what can you do? That's part of it. I think it's also like, in said troop, everyone else was in ridiculously good shape, so. Kind of stood out in more ways than one. So let's see here. What the, come on. I guess I just thought, well, maybe I should do this bonus fight. I'll do this. Oh,
Skill and attack.
the most rare Hoplin. I'm gonna do this. I feel like this.
Overhead press. Okay, let's
I
move.
feel like I just need.
Good for working those upper arms.
I'm still a student of
Wonderful.
appropriately using stabilization muscles in my back when I do anything upper body related.
All right.
Okay, darn it.
Keep it up.
I don't want my belly flopping out, but at the same time, I don't want to pull these shorts up too high. This is an issue with modesty. I need longer tail workout shirts, I think.
Well done.
What's up, 420 Santa?
Nicely done. Excellent. Amazing. Nice. Okay.
Didn't mean to indicate anyone was commenting either positively or negatively. It's just something streamers accept that I hadn't considered much. Yeah, it's part of it. Ostensibly, when you stream, you're essentially exposing. You're like putting yourself out on this. Almost said putting yourself out on the street. That phrase means something else. You're inviting comments. That's the whole point, right? So yeah, it's something to prepare yourself for. I think that's there's kind of a phase, I think, and even I went through it, where I had to get my head right around that trade-off. You can't really dictate terms. You can try, but you can never stop the initial, like, somebody just rolling up and saying what's on their mind.
Excellent. Fine work. Amazing.
Part of the, to some degree, handling that properly and maintaining the right atmosphere for a stream, that's kind of part of the nuance of it. That's the work of it, if you want to call it that. Because if
Very nice. Awesome.
everyone has the right to be affected by things they read.
Perfect.
I don't mean that it's like you have to shut off all emotions, but you have to be, I think, careful of how they're expressed. lest you bum people out or vent a lot of negativity.
Nicely done.
I think ultimately what it is, all comes down to confidence, really. People are drawn to people that are confident because people want that confidence for themselves. They want to learn those secrets. So one way or the other, if somebody comes in saying some stuff and you're just like, doesn't bother me. That's kind of how it seems like it's how it should go, how it ought to go.
Okay. Excellent.
And I mean that like
Fantastic.
positively and negatively.
Good job.
I feel like it can throw off equilibrium too if somebody gets a little too gassed up off of fans telling them positive things all the time. Oh, not bad. You just finished a leg day. You're right back gonna throw up. Leg days are tough. Do you do like leg push pull? Most, like, if it's legs, it destroys me because it's so much more muscle activating, like in bulk. And yeah, it fucks me up. I have like the power, but not the endurance, you know? I can do a deadlift set and then not walk the next day. Actually, I guess that's most people, maybe. But yeah, deadlifts and squats put me on the ground. Like, my cardio can't even keep up. Got any plans for Christmas or New Year's streams? Well, I'm glad you asked, actually. Next Friday, this isn't exactly what probably you wanted, but next Friday I'm going to do a 24-hour subathon playing the next Final Fantasy XIV expansion. Every time we hit a sub goal, it extends the stream, and I'll read a chapter of the Doom novel that we've been going through, starring Arlene and Flynn Fly Taggart, the world's worst marine, space marines. So that'll be fun. I tried finding something Final Fantasy themed, like a really bad fan fiction, and it just nothing was out there. Nothing presented itself. I didn't look very hard, but now the other thing is like very long. Well, basically, I guess the Witcher streams were the Witchmas streams were kind of the big thing. I'm trying to think of what an analog for that might be. Skyrim? Hey, what's up, Loopbox? Gotta figure out a way to... I need to scoot my computer desk back so that I can have the fireplace in the background.
Not your art.
Hey, what's up, Dopamine? Loopbox? What about the new Final Fantasy Battle Royale thing?
Let's select this.
Oh, the mobile game? I'm sure it's fine. Lost Planet 1? That is a very frosty game. Cold weather gaming. Could maybe play through Horizon finally? Trying to grind out the Dwarf Tribe quest just to get that stupid tank mount. But I can never do the quest where you need to make an HQ item. Man. It is crazy how interconnected all of 14's subsystems can be, huh? SSX? Good game, not one that I think would necessarily last all day. I could play that Hoth map in Battlefront, yeah. Maybe Chrono Cross. Or yeah, maybe Chrono Cross. Like, Chrono Cross is ridiculously tropical most of the time, so maybe it's just the inverse. I'm just trying to think of games that I've even started recently. Max Payne is actually really good cold weather gaming. That's for sure. Like the first game takes place in a snowstorm. I guess the second one is just like rain slick New York. And then the third one is kind of not not snowy, but whatever. There's flashbacks. Okay. I'm debating about tucking in my shirt, but We'll see. We'll let it flop. I don't think. Maybe if I back away from the camera, it'll be less tawdry. Cause yeah, this involves motion.
C-lift combo. Move super energetically. Left, right, lower down, raise up, 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 left, right. Be sure to extend your back. Left, right, lower down, raise up, left, right, lower down, raise up, left, right, lower down, raise up, halfway there. Lower down, raise up, left, right, lower down, raise up, left, right, lower down, raise up, left, 20 more. Raise up, left, right, lower down, raise up, left, right, lower down, raise up, left, right, 10 more. Raise up, left, right, lower down, raise up, left, 5 more. Raise up, left, right, lower down, raise up. Flawless.
Neck is rotating.
Keep going. Select
Play 14 with a controller or keyboard and mouse? Both. Actually. So, I'll stream it to my TV and play with a controller sometimes. Hey, Steph.
Warrior 1.
Yeah. I'm more like trying to get losses. Gotta get those abs. Yeah.
Slowly bend
It's the only thing that'll make me happy.
slowly return to the starting
No, that's a joke.
position. Lengthen your back.
It won't make me happy.
Body vertical.
It'll just make me smug.
Bend a little more.
You know that, I mean, I appreciate that because Patty,
Yeah,
I
but
run on spike. I don't run on caffeine, I run on spike.
Spine is the best reason to work out. Yeah.
Okay, let's switch sides.
What's up, Joe?
Don't forget to switch legs.
How does it go? It's going pretty damn well. Oh, I fixed the lights.
Oh, you figured out which ones were dead?
No,
Or
I
you
just
swapped out the whole chain?
Slowly bend to the
no, I just yanked the part that was dead onto the roof.
slowly
When I take it down,
starting.
I'll test it a
Don't
little more
let your
thoroughly.
bent knee extend beyond your heel.
I mean, I can see chat from here.
Yeah.
So I just want people to know that I 100% look at Lawrence's butt all the time. And I sometimes kick it because I am
Tough
amused
one.
by it.
She does.
Because it's a butt show, and I get amused by it. But yes. No, I don't just stand around and watch him work out, though. But I do enjoy watching Lawrence's butt. It is a favorite activity of mine. But I will, I'm going to get into decorating shortly. But I did feel bad because I was taking out decorations, so I missed out on playing COD with James.
Ah,
Because I was like taking out stuff and then I realized what time it was and I was like, oh, it's fucking 1 a.m. his time. His ass is probably asleep. So I told him I would play today and then that way I would decorate tonight. And then also I've decided that, you know, I'm gonna redo some scapes and then I'm gonna also take down all the Thanksgiving shit and put it away.
okay.
Anyway. No, I'm not decorating Lawrence's butt, although I would for the holidays. It's festive.
Oh man, that's a lot of calories. Yeah, tis the reason for the season and all.
Tis the reason. Lawrence's butt is the reason for the season.
The people need a reason to celebrate.
Your
Right.
butt? I already have a reason. I enjoy it.
Right. I'm doing this to spread holiday cheer. Oh. Oh shit.
I mean, I already have to put
Christmas time.
Alright, eccentric.
You can jump a little higher by bending your knees more.
Are you guys hearing a lot of the game feeding back through the mic? Maybe I need to turn it down a little bit. Alternatively. Okay.
Slowly extend your knees. You did it! Outstanding! These contraptions will give your legs a workout, so be
Sounds
careful.
fine? Okay.
When you want to vacuum something up, just pull on me from both sides.
We're still getting it. God damn, that's a lot of springs. You said what? 5 squats a sub? I think I'm ahead. Mudbog and Redneck, thank you for the sub, by the way. Concentrate night and not be out, thank y'all. Keep on squatting for you.
Almost done.
Oh, fuck. So many squats. So many squats. Oh. Looks like the trampoline has a little face. I like that. Yeah, I got it.
You can jump a little higher by bending your knees more.
Oh. That was scary. Oh, I see a buff boy. I see a buff boy. Who's that buff boy? Okay, I guess I found the boss fight. Look at how ripped this perfect specimen is. See him with his little feet out? That's cute. Ugh.
You've really got to look up the definition of service, Drago.
Uh-oh. Yo, Drago. Yo, Drago.
Select a skill and attack.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, some decent ab ups. So much muscle he can no longer bend his limbs. God's punished his hubris by allowing him not to flex, disallowing him to flex. Oh, I love it. Oh God. All right. So I guess it technically does the most damage out of everything. Let's get out of here.
Overhead press. Okay, let's go. Press in on the ring con as you breathe out. Okay! Amazing! All right! Excellent!
gonna take so long.
Very nice. Keep it up. Great. Awesome. Great.
Sometimes they do an attack that you can like counter, and it knocks off a chunk of their health.
Good
I'm
job.
gonna pray that happens here.
Sharp. Good job. Nice. Nice.
Just tried lighting a
Wonderful.
cigarette with my vape today. Oh, like you like hit the button to try to heat it up? Like an old school cigarette lighter in a car or something?
Well done. Fine work. Perfect. Yes. Yes. Fantastic. Nicely done.
Holy shit. This has done such little damage. Watched one workout video on YouTube. Now the algorithm won't go back to normal. So many bodies everywhere. Yeah, it's pretty crazy how insistent algorithms can be sometimes. What that tells me is that people really do fall down on a complete spiral. Yeah, I said that weird. Penny Dime Nickel, this game's hard for you? It's a hard game. It's not an easy game. Oh, especially since your body kind of determines the difficulty. I am playing on max difficulty.
Me.
The very hardest the game can get is what I do.
Okay.
Because, I don't know why, I have a compulsion. But
Excellent.
it's what real gamers do. They make things unnecessarily difficult
Great.
for no real reason.
Nice. Fine work.
Yeah, well, how long have I been playing? Is it something I do regularly? I'd say semi-regularly. I have spurts. I played it quite a bit when it came out, and then I was really inactive for a while because I was trying to lift weights. I switched into trying to put on muscle mass and lose body fat at the same time. But it just made me really tired, I think. And I didn't really feel like I had effective weightlifting workouts. Just got so gassed. Kind of like I'm doing now, to be honest. This is what happens when I'm on a calorie deficit, but I'm trying to push through it. It's just like, it's so weird. Working out with like a surplus of calories, because it's just like there's this wellspring of go. Would you say this is like a weight loss or muscle gain type of activity?
Nicely done.
It's a general fitness activity. If you are not active at all, it'll probably give you some muscle tone, maybe a tiny amount of muscle mass. But one of the rules of fitness is that you won't get huge without trying. You won't get like bulky unless you eat a certain way and do like heavy resistance training. So you can get just like normal life moving around muscles. Because I mean, not to imply anything about you, but a lot of people, those are mostly atrophied because we all just sit around all day. Well, maybe I'm speaking more for myself there, but.
Good job. Great. Let's pick up the pace. Okay. Keep it up. You got it.
The algorithm seems really skewed towards new content.
Excellent.
Well,
10
when you say the algorithm, you really mean people. People are skewed towards new content. That's why the algorithm recommends it to you, because a majority of people will click on it if served that content after what you watched. That's all. That's all that means. So,
Okay. Nice.
I don't know. People blame the algorithm for a lot of stuff,
Good job.
but
Fantastic.
as near as I can tell,
5 more.
you can almost swap that
Okay.
with human nature, because that seems to dictate a lot of what drives big data, especially when they're working with smaller data sets.
Come on. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Amgard.
Been running recently, just wondering how this compares to a sort of get fit activity rather than gym bro activity. Oh yeah, it's not gym bro. I mean the gymmiest gym bro in the game is the villain, that guy. So that should tell you something about like how it positions itself. I don't know Drago's lore completely just yet, but they do reference that he was a nice person at some point until he got mega buff, and then he turned into an asshole. So like, I remember that sort of being the underpinning of it.
You should feel it in your stomach, not your arms.
Did you do it? Oh, screen. And then yeah, he's like flexing all the time.
Okay, let's
The very vision of vanity.
back press. Okay, let's go.
I never watched them show Jordan Peterson. Keep getting them recommended. I watched a few Joe Rogan clips. Clips weren't even political. But yeah, that's it's what people talk about, how the algorithm can feed people content because it's trained to encourage people to keep watching. So in that environment, yeah, there's a certain spiral down rabbit holes of you won't believe this information and conspiratorial type thinking. People accuse the algorithm of doing it on purpose, but I think it's just an unintended side effect of the fact that people in large do click on that stuff and they find it interesting and they watch to the end.
Well done.
Conspiracy theories are all about
Very nice. Sharp.
long, convoluted tales that may or may not pay off in the end, but they keep you hooked.
Amazing.
So, watch time equals recommendation.
Okay.
There you have it.
All right. Excellent.
I thought the same, but it seems I really only have to click on one video of certain stuff to get it flooding my feed, while other types of videos don't have the same effect. It may just be because there's not a established and predictable video flow after those videos. YouTube very much tracks the course of your viewing in a session on YouTube, and videos that not only extend the session, but reliably link to other videos that extend the session. They're like part of a long chain of viewing. Those come up all the time because they want to get you in a train of viewing videos. So it's not too hard to imagine that maybe not a majority,
Amazing.
but if they do catch somebody,
All
if they
right.
catch somebody being a little horny,
Nicely done.
they might end up watching an hour of hot people
Perfect.
doing crunches. Who knows? Maybe it's one of those things where people watch it at work because it's not porn. They're allowed to watch YouTube, so they just put on sweaty people working out. You can't have like, you may not be able to have porn up in your queue,
Keep it up.
but by God,
Nice.
you can at least look at people doing burpees.
Well done. Nice. Very nice. Neat. Yes. Yes. Fine work. Excellent.
Gotta shake it out every so often. Certain muscles in my back will just start to kind of seize up, and I can keep doing the workout when that happens, but then I have to start using other muscles, and that's kind of not the point. I'm trying to like specifically work those guys back there.
Okay. Amazing. Good job. Okay, let's keep going. Okay. Neat. Great.
After this stream, I guess my Twitch feed is doomed.
Good. Well done. 10 more.
Despite my best efforts, I am still not regarded
Great. Nice.
as a Zoomer bait e-boy. Doesn't make sense to me. After all of my training and my many, many, many painful operations. My relentless string of thigh implants.
Great. 5 more. Okay. Good job. 3. Fine work. You got it. Right on. Excellent. With your legs bent slightly, squeeze.
crap.
Careful! You don't have many hearts left.
Yeah, that did a lot of damage, huh? We might have us a boss here. Oh, man. You ever worry about the ring snapping, or is it quite durable? It feels really durable to me. It never... I haven't felt it, like, snap or give up its resistance at all. The only, like... Whenever I squeeze it into my stomach, sometimes it does, like, slide down my belly and, like, pop out. And then it'll, like, stab me in the dick, but... You know, apart from that. No, the make of it is really solid.
Warrior 1 pose.
It is one of those Nintendo peripherals that'll outlast all of us. Someday it'll find a resting place on top of a stack of Wii balance boards, but until then. Yeah, I'm pretty... It must have cables in it or something.
Slowly bend to
And
the
it's definitely not just like a little plastic piece of bullshit.
Slowly return to the starting position. Don't let your bent knee extend beyond your heel.
Yeah, a Labo. I think Labo is such a cool idea. Didn't catch for some reason. I mean, people love building miniatures and kits and stuff. Combining that with a video game seems like the coolest idea.
Okay, let's switch sides. Don't forget to switch legs.
You got it. You got a tip.
Slowly bend to the right. Slowly return to the starting position. You can try for a right angle, but don't overextend yourself.
Try for a right angle, he says. That's so ridiculous. Who do you think you're talking to?
Flawless!
What does that mean? Will this game help me get an ass?
You've got
Probably not. Maybe? Yes? Like... If you can set your workouts, like there's templates you can pick and it'll fill your entire like attack set with a particular move type. If you did that and you set it to only legs, yeah, you'd probably be alright. Is being sick an excuse not to work out? It depends. Depends how sick you are. You read the stream title on Jonathan Frakes' voice? Perfect. That's what I'm kind of building towards, Sparrow. My gimmick is going to be asking questions in my notifications. You feel free to answer if you want. I can't remember what I asked, though. You ever get in a fight with a statue? That's right. I was supposed to be a statue, but I found the boss, so I'm fighting that instead. Okay. Yeah. But Penny, if, I guess it really depends what kind of sick you are. And like, I wouldn't go to a gym if you're sick. But if you're just doing some exercises at home, I don't think exercising like affects the course of your sickness much. But like, if you have an elevated temperature, you probably shouldn't be jumping around and making your heart rate go up. So if you have a fever, I'm gonna say no, but I'm not a doctor. But if it's just like sniffles, I don't know. Sometimes, like when I have bad allergies, this is weird, but I always found when my heart rate went up, my nose would clear out. Or open up at least. So sometimes when I had really bad allergies, I would actually go for a run. And I had to breathe through my mouth a little bit, but once my heart rate picked up, my nose would open up, and then I could actually, like, blast everything out. So, you know, there's advantages. Although something similar happens when you and you handle your unmentionables in the shower or the restroom. Did you have a different lifestyle during the time when you were talking person on Skype? Oh yeah, absolutely. I ate well when I was talking person on Skype. I was just starting to become aware of certain things about fitness in my life. I was finally starting to pay more attention to my nutrition, but I don't know. There's still things I had to figure out yet. So, but well, I guess not. If I'm being honest, lifestyle might have been a little bit similar to how it is now, because I worked from home then, and I'm working from home now. In a similar way, time sort of all bled together. Yeah. Certain things are more similar and certain things are not, because I've gotten older and wiser. Yeah. Alright. Do some leg raises. I changed the angle of my pad so I wouldn't be completely like wiggling my junk at the camera. So I am genuinely making an effort to not show off the goodies.
Okay, let's move. Challenge yourself by keeping your feet off the ground. Yes! Yes! Wonderful! Fantastic! Sharp! Good! Awesome! Excellent! Fantastic! Very nice! Awesome! Great! Nicely done! Fine work! Keep it up! Good job! Sharp! All right! Wonderful! Nice! Great! Perfect! Neat! Amazing!
Here. Drew Sabell, thank you for the very kind message. Yeah. I'm having a good time doing leg raises on the floor.
Okay! Nice! Well done! Nice! Very nice! Excellent! All right! Increase your pace!
Why does it hurt so much? Trying to get these abs. I just need to not eat bread for like 5 months, and then I'll probably have abs. No, I don't want to stop eating bread in January. Looking like a Riverdale cast member isn't worth giving up bread. Not anymore.
You know what? I love you so much, but I think you missed the opportunity.
How dare you? You could be like a hot dad, right?
I mean, I guess.
Do any of the dads ever take their shirts off in Riverdale, or is it just the teens?
I think it's just a team.
It's lame. Get some hot dads on that show. Maybe they don't want to. Maybe they don't want anyone thinking about like adult-teen relationships, so they just don't sexualize the adults at all. Probably a good call. Now that I think about it.
Well, I don't know.
great!
Yeah, it's long.
Come
Yeah,
on.
it's long.
I guess people do
Keep
it
it
anyway.
Very nice. You got it. 10 more. Fantastic. Well done. Excellent.
Like dad bods.
Yes.
that,
Yes. Okay.
Mom rolls.
5 more. Neat.
Mom rolls, mom rolls.
Damn. I'm thinking like mom waves, cellulite and stuff. Stretch marks. Mom boobs. That's a thing. I think.
Is it?
Probably.
There's fetishes for everything.
I mean, people are into lactation, but that's not the same thing.
That's like fresh.
All right.
That's new.
3.
Can't be like, I had a child
You got
15 years
One
ago.
left.
So
Nice.
you are.
You
That's,
made it.
there's
Stand up.
something you gotta see.
No
a
need
doctor.
to brush, though.
I mean, surely women take hormones and stuff so that...
They can keep milking?
Yeah, so that they can make milk porn. Yes. Maybe? I don't know. I'm guessing. But it seems like a certainty to me.
It seems like a thing that, no, you can't keep doing that.
I mean, I don't know. Tell that to the person I made up that I said that does it. I mean, there's...
Keep squeezing.
I guess at any given time, there's probably enough lactate for me to shoot some kind of...
Just gotta go.
What the frig's this matter? How hard could it be?
Select a skill and
Ugh. How do you make the leg strap not slide down your leg? Well, it kind of... This fabric is kind of like... It's not very slick. So it just kind of stays where it is. I have other, like, running shorts that are super, super slick. And for those, I just put it on my thigh under my shorts. And then it stays. The strap itself is kind of like a grabby fabric a little bit. And it's got a Velcro strap too, so you can adjust it. Tummy's all worked up. I should do this
standing
one.
forward fold.
This one feels good. And it's insane to think about doing it as much as the person does. Puff out your chest.
And slowly. Slowly return to the starting position.
My arms always want to
Bring your
separate
shoulder blades to the
when
center.
they come up behind me. So keeping them on the ring is
And
interesting.
slowly. Slowly return to the starting position. Slowly return to the starting position. 10 more.
What's up, Bob Shees?
Slowly return to the starting position. Slowly return to the starting position.
Man, doing this just like every time I do it, I feel this interconnected series
And
of
slowly.
muscles that are like over tight.
And
So we're scheduled for Talk to the Internet. Not at the moment.
bend
No.
slowly.
I think we might be kind of on hiatus for the holidays, basically.
And slowly.
But I've got a plan. I have a plan. I'm hoping it'll take a while for this to hit, because I'm either waiting for the right time or kind of waiting for the new year for some empty space. But I want to launch a... Excuse me. This is like... My tummy's getting all rearranged. I want to launch a Patreon campaign for Insight Games. And part of that will be doing the Talk to the Internet podcast kind of under that channel, since it's Bruce and me, and that's essentially what it is, regularly. Because it's...
Slowly return to the starting position.
This is more information than you asked for, because you just asked about the podcast, but it's an
And
interesting
slow.
proposition trying to develop a brand, while both of us
And
also have
slow.
our independent kind of streaming and media production
And
stuff
slow.
going on. Like Bruce does productions for Twitch.
And slowly.
I've handled YouTube productions and stuff for other companies, and done like writing and production gigs for other stuff. So essentially, what happens is, our time that we spend collectively on Inside Games is time. It's like work time that could be used, frankly, earning more money. We do it at the schedule we do because we like doing it, but we can't justify spending more time on it until there's movement somewhere else. You know, it's kind of at a plateau right now. So the kind of breakthroughs are we hit like viral. We hit a viral breakout on YouTube, and our YouTube reach goes way up, and then we can sell ads against that. There's kind of like a break-even point where below a certain view minimum, people aren't super interested in buying ads because it's just not enough traffic. We're kind of at the cutoff to start doing low-level sponsorships, but even that takes a fair amount of like internet hustling, and that's more time spent. So you know, it's we're
Slowly return to
we're essentially just trying to find a
Excellent!
sustainable path to scale that up, because it's kind of on the verge of it. If we feed it more, it'll grow, but you know, we gotta pay for the food. Ooh, at heart, you're gonna go exercise now instead of procrastinating. Like to see that. Like to see it. I need to get more water. Here. Bless you, holy cow. Okay. I'm gonna try this. This one seems like fun. Is there like a power up? Yeah, there we go.
Flag scissors.
Okay, this is gonna be another angled one, I think. That ought to be a Hallmark movie, like Abs for the Holidays. That's what I'm doing right here. And like the cover art can be some like ripped ads with a little bow on top. Hallmark! Holler at your genius over here. I'll take Lifetime too. I'm not picky.
Cross your legs firmly. Uno, dos, 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 uno. This will target your ass. Dos, uno, dos, uno, dos, uno, dos, uno. Halfway there. Rock your legs firmly. Dos, uno, dos, uno, dos, uno, dos. 20 more. Dos, uno, dos, uno, dos, uno, dos, uno, dos. 10 more. Dos, uno, dos, uno, dos. 5 more. Uno, dos, uno. You made it!
The tracking on that one was whack.
You finally fell!
But also-
Time to do some serious damage!
I messed that up real bad. I gotta move that chair.
Pedal rush.
Okay, alright. How quickly. I actually worked really hard to open up like 2 square feet of space next to my desk, and I already had to throw stuff in it. Ah, well. Let's see. Okay, pedal rush, alright. Sometimes let's see here.
You don't have to strain to raise your head.
game. James, that's not what the game said. The game tells me to do your upper body twist now. I wasn't really doing the elbows to knees.
Got it! Okay! Got it!
I'm just a dude on a cop. You're not a sit-up cop? An ab cop? Ooh, that's another good movie! Abs for the holidays? Ab cop. It's a cop with abs.
Don't rush. Good. Got it. Okay.
Any boxes?
Excellent. Just like the skill.
Cop, a particular set of abs. They're amazing. Look at them. They pushed him too far. Yeah, to get his vengeance on the streets. This one's weird.
Okay, let's move. Lower your body so it's parallel to the floor. Excellent. Amazing. Neat. Excellent. Great. Nicely done. Good job. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. Nice. Keep it up. Okay. 30 more. Well done. Wonderful. Yes. Yes. Amazing. Fine work. Nice. Fantastic. Amazing. Yes. Yes. Sharp. Okay. Fantastic. Fine work. Amazing. Fantastic. Wonderful. Great. Keep it up. Well done. 20 more. Excellent. Nicely done. Well done. Awesome. Neat. Nice. Nice. Perfect. Oh, challenge yourself. Good job. Okay. Fine work. Come on. All right. 10 more. Good job. Nice. Great. Keep it up. Fantastic. 5 more. Okay. Great. Yes. Yes. Neat. Okay. Perfect.
The health bar is so long. So long. Oh. Let's take a little sippy sip of water here. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Hopefully all this core workout is getting you in the holiday season. I just got back happy to see Dragon Boy knows how to bend his knees. Yeah, he can do it. He just was working on the balancing muscles. Lard Tits, hello and welcome. That is a memorable name you've got.
You should feel it in your stomach the way you breathe out.
I'm getting a little too high,
A tough one, but you
Damn.
can do it.
God, I could have timed that way better. Memorable is good? It is. It's like Dragon Ball Z. You know it. That's why this game rules. Beefy boys screaming and yelling at each other. Alright. Let's buff these arms. Slam some apple and onion soup in the middle of a workout.
Back press. Okay, let's go. Press in on the ring con as you breathe out. All right. Excellent.
The analog stick caught on my shirt.
Great.
That happens to me sometimes. If I'm wearing a long-tailed shirt
Very nice.
and I'm doing like high knees or something, sometimes my shirt will drape over the analog stick and just zoop, yank it right out, and then it plops on the floor. That's like the only mechanical fault, really, that I've had doing. Oh, and also this shoulder takes screenshots, so it's easy to bump it a lot and fill your Switch with a bunch of ring fit screenshots. That might even be an option to turn
Good
that
job.
off.
Amazing.
Pokemon, a healthy gamer is a pro gamer. I agree with that. It's
Okay.
not about looking like Henry Cavill.
Fantastic.
It's about having a clean, functioning
Neat.
body to inhabit,
Nice.
so that when you sit down to game, you're at harmony in the real world, just like you can be at harmony in the digital world. Yeah, bar step. Can you believe I normally frame my camera so
Great.
that
Wonderful.
shoulders and head?
Nice.
My march to be
Well done.
Twitch's #1 male e-thought is coming along nicely. I was gonna ask who's got the crown right now, but that's kind of a mean question, isn't it? Who do I need to, without their knowledge or even awareness, develop a playful rivalry with? I mean, there's always Ninja. I know that we respect each other, even though we have yet to meet. But when it, yeah, Ninja, also Ninja? Maybe. Kyle, if you're listening to this, I don't mean this in a bad way. I know you watch all my streams. Kevin? Wait, what's his name? Kyle Blevins? Kevin Blevins? Kyle Blevins. Do people think he's hot? Someone probably does, right?
Fine work.
Yeah, gamer respect transcends such antiquated ideas as knowing each other. Tyler, thank you, Penny. I knew that.
All right.
Dopamine.
Keep it up.
Dopamine, I'm glad you understand.
Very nice.
Yeah, someone thinks everyone is hot. You're right. That is the truth in this world. If you get enough eyes on an individual,
Fine
a percentage of those eyes will find that person very hot. It's a rule of the world.
work. Excellent.
And
Okay. Perfect.
as evidence, I submit any celebrity from Britain. Ooh, got him! Ding! I mean, Henry Cavill came from there.
Good job.
They cancel me.
Awesome.
I'm white too, it's okay.
Okay. Fantastic. Let's keep going.
You think you're hotter? Well, yeah, that's why you're watching. You could be watching a ninja VOD, right? I mean, I don't know if he's live, but usually I can sense it. So, all right, he's not live. Okay. You could be watching a ninja VOD right now, but you're not, and I know why. I know
Come
why.
on. Excellent. Well done. All right. 10 more. Very nice. All right. Great. Fantastic. Nice. 5 more. Neat. Well done. 3. Fine work. Very nice. 1 left.
Ugh,
Flawless.
Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna put these a little lower. I'm scared. Because if I put them too low, it might give me the tip zip.
Keep squeezing. Keep your guard up. Select the skill and good luck.
I don't know how much damage that big hit did before. I do have smoothies to revive. So I think I can take... Well, I'm gonna have to heal before the end of the fight. Ever thought about starting a martial art? I've done several, James. So yes, I have. I have indeed. And like every good gamer, I have a black belt.
Overhead press. Okay, let's go. Be sure not to bend your lower back when you raise your arm.
Which martial arts? I did Japanese jiu-jitsu when I was in junior high and high school, and I got my black belt in jiu-jitsu shortly before I went to college. When I went to college, I did boxing and kung fu. Kung fu was just like kind of for the fitness and the love of the art. After that, I did more kung fu. I did more boxing, and then when I moved to LA, I went to an MMA gym for a while. But where I'm at right now, I'm really... I don't really have the right to say this anymore because it's been too long since I've been, but I'm excited to do more professional wrestling. There's a beginner gym. It's quite a drive away, but usually on Saturdays I try to make it up there. I'm obviously not doing it this Saturday because I have some work to do. This is a sponsored gameplay day, so I gotta earn my bills, and I'm hoping to carve out time for that in the future.
All right. Awesome. Fine work.
But yeah, that's the physicality of a martial art, but kind of without the competitiveness, which is really interesting. You're working with somebody instead of trying to beat them. And it's the most ridiculous dance.
Neat.
And to some degree, it is kind of nice to be in control of when and how I get hit. and the biggest hits are just taking bumps in wrestling, but I think I prefer that to just getting blasted in the head. Man, it does not feel good to have your brain punched. I never took too many big shots, but I took enough. Are you sponsored by the Hunter as well? The Hunter. Yeah, James, the competitiveness can be shitty. Yeah, that's the other thing, is like... The worst you'll ever have to deal with, I think, and... I don't know that you get too many, like... Yeah, there were certain types in martial arts classes. Some people just wanted to hurt people. Yeah, and that's how they could do it. There were just cruel people that would sometimes go to gyms. Luckily, especially in Japanese martial arts, there's a whole etiquette and system to just completely weed that out, which I really appreciated. But then you also get especially in sometimes in boxing gyms, you get the people who are they get in the ring and they're not fighting you, they're fighting their dad or something. There's people that are carrying around a lot of trauma, and boxing seems to be how they were dealing with it, which I get because it was therapeutic in that way for me too. But
Yes! Sharp! Okay! Excellent!
just in, I guess, two different headspaces.
Fantastic.
Some people are fighting because
Perfect!
they're fighting something, or they're fighting for this is their shot. You know, there's a hunger, a thirst, and that drives people to, I don't know. Yeah, I just liked boxing, you know. So I was a good sparring partner, but
Okay! Keep it
I
up!
didn't need it like some people did.
Nice! Amazing!
Took a lot of big shots when I boxed in
Good
college.
job.
But never again. Yeah, boxing is pretty savage.
Very nice!
Everything considered. MMA is way more civilized. Weird way to say it, but you just don't have people absorbing the trauma, the physical blunt trauma in MMA that they do in boxing. The 10 count is rough. If somebody gets knocked out, man, it's creepy. Especially when you can train boxers to just have the muscle memory to stand up. Now, granted, our ref is supposed to know that shit. See if they're actually unconscious or not.
Great! Nicely done! Excellent!
champion was once a contender who refused to give up.
Keep it
Yeah,
up.
there's some other factors too, but yeah.
Girl, increase your
That's
pace.
the other thing, especially in boxing gyms. You get people who just get amped up on Rocky, which is, you know, they're the fun ones, I guess. But it's the people who are there for a fantasy. And I guess to some degree, everyone is. Everyone lives some parts of their lives in a fantasy, but yeah. Out of all the sports I did, my MMA gym had to
Keep it up. Come on.
Yeah, I've never known.
Okay. 10.
Though they came from just such crazy different walks of life. All the people I fought and sparred with in an MMA gym were kind and respectful.
Excellent.
Well, kind maybe is a strong word.
Very
They were
nice.
respectful. That's the big deal. When I sparred in boxing, it was only hard sparring, but in Muay Thai and MMA, they play more. I agree. I feel like there's... I don't know what it is. This is just my personal, experience, but yeah. I agree. That did seem to be the case.
Perfect.
Nice.
Don't push it.
Look at him. Look at him busting out them lunges, making them quads pop. That's my guy. That's all we got to go for.
Hopeful.
This might be the last set.
Okay, let's move. Hold it away from your face to aim. Okay. Fantastic. Well done. Perfect.
Oh, Iron Snake. Thanks
Fine work. Excellent. All right. Sharp. Very nice. Excellent.
Yeah, I'm excited to
Okay.
get back into
Wonderful.
trying to pick up pro wrestling. I think if I'm being real honest, I don't know how many big hits my body can take. At this point, it's been remarkably resilient thus far. I have put my body through some trauma and some shocks that it's let me get away with, and it really shouldn't. So I appreciate that, and I feel bad asking even more of it every time I do every time I take a bump. Really. Think you learn in an MMA gym stick with you? I would agree with that too. Boxing seems like it's just so much passion and fury, whereas MMA is. They call. It feels more strategic. That's not fair. No, there's still plenty of strategy in boxing.
Amazing.
Sweet science and all that, but.
Well done.
MMA is great, but all the small
Amazing.
joint issues kind of make it hard to justify, at least for me, when it's just rolling for fun. Oh, you have joint issues? Yeah, when people... There's a lot that can go wrong if you're just like doing joint walk work and trying to go for submissions and stuff. Yeah, you spin the wrong way, you hook the wrong thing. It can really hyperextend a joint real fast, and if they're already like sensitive. That's a way that age catches up with you. You know, you can be 18, twist an ankle, and be back training the next day, or you can be 35, wrench your wrist the wrong way, and it swells up, and it's that way for like 3 or 4 days.
Fantastic.
Crazy to see it happen.
Okay.
And then also like you start to understand there's kind of a hard cap on the amount of time you can put in the gym, especially when you're doing a destructive activity.
5 more. You got it. Great. Fantastic. You got it. Okay, let's switch sides.
I guess I always think about, I was told how every wrestler has a bump card.
Okay.
You're issued it. You can't get more.
Wrists, elbows,
And once your card's punched, that's it.
Yes. All
I
right.
thought I would get an injury from MMA, but my first major one came from soccer. Fucking knees. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, let me think. I did break a rib in
Perfect.
MMA. Yeah, I got a little pokey bone here from getting. I got thrown, and then the guy who threw me. I guess something about the way I was trying to counter the throw put him off balance. So when he got me over, then he kind of landed on top of me with his elbow leading into my ribs, and I felt them separate and kind of had to throw up for a second. Couldn't breathe. Just kind of scrambled off the mat.
Okay.
And it was sore, kind of hard to sleep for a day, but then it healed, I guess. I went to the doctor. Everyone is always like, why did you go to the doctor? I did. But the doctor's just like, it's a rib, what do you want me to do? He's like, we can break it again. So that was it. He was like, does it bother you? No? I guess you're good. And that was it. So, yeah.
Fantastic.
Problem solving of rolling is so great. Thinking through a solution, little like programming, step-by-step logic.
Was
Yeah.
amazing.
I mean, it's chess basically, and it's not even thinking about your way to the solution. Sometimes it's just about how do I move from this to a more advantageous position. I played a lot of StarCraft, and I found that the mentality of them were very, very similar in terms of like map control and like resource management. If you're a fighter, you can think about your endurance and your energy as a resource, and you know how much you've got, but that person doesn't. Like, you know when you get gassed, you know when you get tired, you know when and how to spend energy, or you make the call about what to kind of burn your energy trying to do.
Turn your exercise into experience points with a victory
And if you can
pose.
get into a grapple where you're allowed to rest and recover,
Charge your
but your
squat
opponent
power, but don't
has to expend
overextend
energy to prevent you from getting to a more advantageous position, then like
Victory!
then you can just hold it, and then the more time goes by, the better it is for you, kind of thing. But they know that too.
Lightly cover
So
the
it's
IR
like how many
motion
steps
camera
ahead are you
with the
trying
pad
to
of your
think?
right thumb, as shown. Measuring.
And then there's like
Please do not move your
there's
thumb.
feints, there's pretending, like letting certain things work so that they spend a lot of energy trying to do it again later. Alright, that was long. That was a long boss fight. But yeah, in a StarCraft match, if you're on like 3 bases and your opponent's on 2, and you know that, and you can contain them, but maybe not kill them yet, like you don't want to attack into a defensible position, then you can just hold. Because you know the more time goes by, the better off you're going to be and the worse they're going to be. So why take the risk?
Ah!
I'm gonna have to go back. I can't leave with a 25% clear rate. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? But yeah, cool down for the day. Hey, what's up, Jockstill? I'm doing all right. I cleared World 13, as you can see, so it's been a busy day. Yeah. I'm a back press breakout. I think I finally
Let's
came to a
begin
bit of
our
epiphany
static
about
stretching.
like
You won't
doing
leave the
the
ring
arm
now.
across the chest stretch.
Mindful of your body and stretch within
I
the
think I
range
found a
of
way to
your
sort of
ability.
rotate my shoulder so that it actually does stretch some muscles
Raise
in my
both
back.
arms and pull down on your left elbow. Stretch your upper arms while pulling your elbow downward.
No, I never played Go. I never learned how. But I probably would have been super into it.
Now do the same on the opposite side. Stretch slowly and don't hold your breath.
You guys looking at my tummy? Don't look at my streamer tummy.
Bring yourself back slowly.
Wah.
Stretch your left arm to the side
Right.
and hold it with your right arm. Pull in your arm
Yeah.
and stretch the muscles of your left shoulder.
Yeah, you can share links. That's cool.
Now
long
do
as
the
it's, you
same
know,
on the opposite side.
Topical to the discussion at hand.
Slowly stretch out, but be careful not to bounce.
Or it's like obvious self-promotion. Those are kind of the
Bring
guidelines.
yourself back slowly.
And also, nothing illegal, no porn.
Use
but
your
it doesn't
right
sound like
hand to
you're
pull back the fingers of your left hand. While arching back your left wrist, stretch your left arm forward.
This is a weird one. I'm not sure what this is supposed to stretch. I feel this in my forearm? I can't show
Now
my
do the
OnlyFans.
same on the opposite
Well, I
side.
mean, if there's some good shit on it. But
You can get
That's
a
a little
deeper
subjective, isn't
stretch
it?
by pulling your arm in closer.
Ooh. If somebody in chat were asking
Bring
for
yourself back slowly.
a Preem OnlyFans account, then
Join your hands together in front of you.
you could say, well, I
Position
got a
your
pretty
glutes
juicy
as if you're going to sit
OF.
down. Then stretch your hands forward. Bring yourself back slowly.
What's up, Jay Borden?
Bend your left knee
Hello.
and bring your ankle up behind you. Pull your knee backward and stretch the front of your thigh. Now do the same on the opposite side.
We're gonna go here.
You can
and
use a
online when
wall
COVID
or
hit.
chair
Great
for
non-toxic
balance
people to
if you
learn
need
from
to.
if anyone is interested. Online-go.com. Cool.
Bring yourself back slowly. And your stretching is complete. Good job.
Yeah, there's a, you know what it is, and I'm drawing some weird parallels here, but I feel the MMA crowd always did feel a little bit like the StarCraft crowd, like the chess crowd, and some of the Go players that I know are very much like that too. Like, they really enjoy kind of pushing their cognitive limits, is how I would describe it, because MMA is crazy. Like just boxing, just striking, if you maybe just kickboxing, like just punches and kicks, and that's already like really hard to do. But you mix that with the grapple, with takedowns, with groundwork, submissions, chokes, joint locks, all of it, all at the same time, and your opponent's trying to do it all too. It is the MOBA of competitive sports. So I feel like except it's 1v1. I don't know. That's kind of the difference. There's something about that. Yeah, Joxel, I was gonna say competitive fighting games too. Those can get pretty rowdy, but there is still a sort of there is a culture of polite competition, I think, is what I'm trying to seize on. That like you come here to play and you come here to win, but you also respect the game and you respect your opponent, kind of. Because it's like through respect of the game and the craft of the game, you gain respect for your opponents for choosing to play it and honoring its rules and stuff like that. So that's kind of what it feels like. And that's not unique to only those things, but those are certainly the cultures that I've seen that the most. And it's cool. It's neat. It's one of the like nicer pockets of humanity. Well, here we go. Will squats make my legs look bigger? Somebody was asking about getting an ass. Probably not. Unless you're doing squats holding heavy weights, your legs won't get thicker easily. However, squats do use muscles in your legs and buttocks, so you may see some differences in the overall appearance of your lower body. So that was honestly going to be my answer too. Typically, you do not see visible muscle atrophy unless you're moving heavy weight. You can get some by like high rep low weight, but that's if you want bulk and if you want your body to respond by growing more muscle mass. Typically, you have to overload your muscles, and since your body is more or less used to moving your body around, you'll get some tone if you do it more. But overloading is how you swell up. Jay Borden, thank you for the sweet 420 bits. You have a favorite boxing-related movie? Rocky's obviously great. Cinderella Man's cool too. I like the Great Depression setting. Cinderella Man is very good. Actually, I haven't seen Raging Bull. That's kind of next on my classic movie list. Apart from that, let me think. There's actually a fair amount of boxing movies I haven't seen. I didn't see $1 Million Baby. I didn't see, what was the MMA one? With one of the Hardys, Tom Hardy. People really like that one. Warrior. I haven't seen that one either. But yeah, Cinderella Man's really good. I like that one a lot. Yeah, there's all the Rockies. Those all have something going for them. Actually, yeah, Never Back Down. I did watch that. It's kind of by the numbers, but it's fun. And there's some cute camera work in there when they're doing groundwork and stuff. I liked it all right. It was pretty good. It's been a while since I've seen a I don't even know if this story archetype works anymore, but sort of misfit, bullied kid finds martial arts and then competes in a tournament type story. All right, break time. I gotta go take a shower so that I can come back refreshed and ready to stream. Here's the itinerary for the day. I'm gonna come back and play some Forza Horizon 5. So there's gonna be tight jams and carved rooms for a while. I said to put more time into that game. And then today's stream is sponsored by Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, the one made by Eidos Montreal. So I'll be playing that later. I don't know if I should pick. Like I'm pretty far into the game, so I don't know if I should just load my save or start from the beginning. You guys can let me know. I'm gonna do I'll do a little poll, and people can choose whether or not they want to see something further in or just the beginning. All right, so I'll be back in a bit. Do I know what time for what? For Guardians? Do. Enjoy some Cassiopeia. Oh, is that in Forza 5? No shit. I started listening to them because it was a media share, I think. Somebody shared one of those. I should be starting Guardians. Oh, for the cars. That's going to be in about, well, I have to eat too. So actually, I'll probably go on break for like an hour. And then I'll come back. So take a shower and food. So about an hour from now. We'll say that. All right? All right. Well, thank you all for watching so far. And I'll see you soon. I added some new stuff to MediaTek. We'll see if it shows up.